Welcome back to Hoochos. Today on Hoochos, I'm going to show you how to grow these. These are tomatoes grown in the Hooch Multi Bucket rain gutter grow system wicking orientation. Thank you, girls. Okay, so today has multiple purposes. I want to showcase the Hooch Multi Bucket in its intended purpose, which is in a passive auto refill wicking manner. Now, the system I'm going to set up today is a rain gutter grow system, and there's many ways of setting it up. I've done this a heap of times before, so I'm going to kind of skim over the top of that. It refills from a float valve, which is topped up from a res with full strength nutrient. So another reason for this video is I wanted to test out our new coco that we will have on the Hydroland website very soon. This was actually the first time I'd got my hands on it. I wanted to test it myself before recommending it to you to get from Hydroland. We sourced this coco from a sustainable source in Indonesia, and I needed to make sure that it was properly washed of all salts and fit for our hydroponic purposes. So I did a little bit of testing, and the boys over at Kegland used their facilities to test it as well. We actually had a bunch of samples sent to us from a few different places, and we landed on this one. Now, coco in this form, blocked and pre-washed, is the cheapest way of getting coco. So I'm quite excited for when we get that in stock for you. Once I'd finished this grow and had achieved the results that I wanted with the coco, we ordered a few shipments to come over so that we can supply it to you cheap. So that took 6 watering cans of nutrient, and I'm just going to use this. This is a worm farm base, and that's going to allow me to strain the nutrient solution off. You can see we have this really nice fine grade of coco, and it's not hydrophobic at all like some of the stuff you buy at the stores. So this is good. It absorbed the nutrients happily, and this is fully charged too. So the beauty of this coco is that it's completely washed of all salts. And that means that you can just buffer it by adding in whatever nutrient you are going to use for your grow. How good? Don't drink that, Loki. How good is this? So exactly half a block is enough to fill up 6 hooch buckets, which means that, you know, the whole block will be enough to fill up all of our multi buckets. So we're only going to need 1 block for every grow, which is just perfect. So it's now time to set up the system. I just leveled out a place for the rain gutter grow system to sit. This one is one that I made with 3D printable end caps, which are available on my Patreon. I set up all the plants. Now, I'd probably space them a little bit further apart than I have here, but it worked pretty well because they are a smaller determinate variety. These are the black striped anthos, and they are an amazing tomato. Now write that down because I guarantee by the end of this video, you're gonna wanna get some. I raised them in Jiffy peat pellets. Now I've got a whole video on raising seedlings in Jiffy peat pellets. They are definitely one of my favorite ways of propagating, especially larger plants, because they are a larger form of propagation media. So I just planted these out. Nothing fancy here. I'm just making a hole in the pre-charged coco and popping them in place. Because this coco is already wet, it will wick perfectly out of that rain gutter grow system. The nutrient I'm using in this video is the Campbell's Diamond White. It's 1 gram per liter of the Campbell's Diamond White and 1 gram per liter of the NitroCal, equaling about 2.5 EC for the whole grow. With the reservoir connected, the nutrient charged, we are now ready to start the grow. And will you have a look at that result? This method with coco wicking up from below is the original intended purpose for the Hooch Multi Bucket. And honestly, I think it is my favorite use. It is just so easy. Anyone, no matter what color your thumb is, can use it. It just simplifies gardening with basically 3 inputs: seedlings, media, and hydroponic nutrient. The rest just comes down to you maintaining the plants and keeping them healthy. And with the automatic watering cycle, you really cannot go wrong with this style of gardening. The plants are all incredibly healthy. I did have a bacterial spot infection, which I treated about halfway through their growth, but they've come back and you can see that all of the tips are incredibly green. In fact, all of the foliage from halfway up is perfectly green. They're covered in fruit and I've been blown away. I love this variety of tomatoes. This is the black striped antho. It gives a really nice, like medium-sized tomato with beautiful colorations and an incredibly delicious fruit. They fruit set heavy, and all I've been doing is coming along and using a ultrasonic toothbrush to vibrate those flowers to pollinate the plants. If you've got a windy enough greenhouse, it should pollinate itself, but just in case, come along and vibrate all the pollen out of those flowers and you'll get really nice fruit set. So just quickly, it's actually been a couple of weeks since I filmed the ending to this video, and the plants are still doing extremely well. You can actually tell by the size of the lettuce how long it's been. I want to take you around. We're going to do a quick fruit harvest. I just want to show you where the fruit got to. It's the middle of winter now. It's only about a week until the winter solstice. The plants have slowed right down, but they are still healthy as ever. All the tips are just this beautiful green, and we've got heavy flower set on the tops. And I want to just take you along and show you like the beautiful fruit that is just forming all over these plants. Oh, I love this variety of tomatoes. You can see this is the bacterial wilt that happened halfway through the grow, but I've treated it and you can tell that there's absolutely no problem with it on the top of these tomatoes. But have a look at this fruit set. These are absolutely gorgeous. Just gonna do a taste test for you. Oh yeah, just rich. And you have such a variety in the colors, from like this deep red up to this like black as they ripen. It's just so much fruit. Okay, so just to show you the productivity on the tomatoes, I'm just gonna do a quick harvest. I've been harvesting a little bit as I go, but this is gonna be the majority of the ripe tomatoes, so let's go. This one is absolutely bursting with fruit. Oh, I'm very excited. So, look at that, so much fruit. That is off 2 plants, and that is about maybe like a quarter of the large tomatoes. The rest aren't even ripe, so they're still loaded. I am quite happy with that. They're a really nice size. They're not too large. They're a really good flavor. I love this variety of tomatoes. There's really not much to say negative about this system. It worked exactly how I designed it. All my mates that have been watching along, all on my heels about setting up hydroponic systems for them in their backyard, and their main request is this system because it's just so easy, as well as, you know, an NFT so they can just have free salads for the rest of their lives. Let's have a look inside the buckets, because I'll cut one down and we'll have a look. So just had a spider mite infestation in this corner, so I had to cut this one down. All right, so this is one of the chili bushes that I just cut down, and you can see that the roots are, well, they're taking up all the coco and coming out the bottom net cup and have pretty much engulfed the net cup. And that's exactly what we want to see. All of the media is being taken up, and here's the chili plants coming out of the top, and we've got a really nice root ball which has plenty of space for more growth. And there it is. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Hoochos. Happy hydroponicking, and I'll see you next time on Hoochos.